A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a historic and controversial move, President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to rebrand the U.S. Department of Defense as the Department of War. This significant shift, which takes the department back to its original name, used from 1789 until 1947, has been framed by the White House as an effort to emphasize military strength and decisiveness. The executive order allows the Pentagon to adopt the new title in official communications, signage, and correspondence, even though the statutory title remains unchanged without congressional approval. Trump's long-standing criticism of the term Department of Defense, which he claims does not adequately represent the military's purpose, has culminated in this rebranding initiative. The president has consistently argued that the military's mission extends beyond mere defense to include projecting power and winning wars. This change reflects Trump's vision of America's military identity as one that prioritizes strength and victory. The decision was finalized after discussions with key aides and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who has been a vocal proponent of the rebranding for months. Hegseth argues that restoring the older name would cultivate a warrior ethos among U.S. forces, aligning military culture with readiness for global conflicts rather than a passive defensive posture. Following the signing ceremony at the White House, the Pentagon swiftly began to implement the new terminology. The official website transitioned from defense.gov to war.gov, and social media accounts were updated to reflect the Department of War branding. Signs and office placards within the Pentagon were also changed to include the term Secretary of War. This rapid rollout has granted the rebrand immediate public visibility, even as the official statutory name remains intact. While some Republican lawmakers are already working on legislation to formalize the Department of War title, the proposal is expected to face significant opposition from Democrats and moderates who view the move as politically motivated symbolism rather than substantive reform. The Department of War was originally established in 1789 under President George Washington, overseeing the Army and early naval affairs for over a century. After World War II, U.S. leaders sought a reorganization of the military to better address modern global threats. The National Security Act of 1947, signed by President Harry Truman, created the National Military Establishment, which unified the Army, Navy, and newly formed Air Force under a centralized leadership structure. In 1949, Congress renamed it the Department of Defense, emphasizing a practical approach to military organization. Trump's decision to revert to the historical name comes amidst his broader agenda to reshape the U.S. military and challenge what he perceives as progressive ideologies. This includes renaming military bases, banning transgender individuals from serving, and removing references to women and minorities from military history on official platforms. Critics argue that Trump's aggressive military rhetoric contradicts his claims of seeking peace, as he has often framed military strength as a prerequisite for diplomatic success. The president has previously taken credit for resolving various international conflicts while expressing frustration over the ongoing war in Ukraine. During the signing ceremony, Trump reiterated that the name change sends a powerful message of victory and strength. Defense Secretary Hegseth echoed this sentiment, asserting a commitment to an offensive military strategy that prioritizes effectiveness over political correctness. The rebranding of the Department of War has sparked a heated debate over the implications for U.S. military policy and its global standing. Supporters of the change argue that it reflects a necessary shift in military culture, while opponents view it as a politically charged maneuver that undermines the principles of defense and diplomacy. As the debate unfolds, the potential for legislative action to formally enshrine the new title remains uncertain, with both sides gearing up for a contentious discussion in Congress. The historical significance of the name change and its potential impact on U.S. military identity will be closely watched in the coming months as America navigates its role on the global stage. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.